Red Bull, Williams, McLaren, who's going to snap and who's going to prevail in turn one, and it was the mighty Blue.
But it is not over yet, because both Dark and Fraser are going to get an opportunity as they make their way down towards turn
and it's
4.
free wide, unbelievable
through
scene.
130 yard. This is truly breathtaking. This is Japan, ladies and gentlemen. This is their moment, and what a show they are putting on here tonight,
There's
folks.
just no way past for Morel. Morel cannot get past Brighty Terror. He needs this position. He needs it. And no way has he just done off the inside of that corner.
Take a bow and embrace it, son. You deserve this.
Dark HD, you are a 2-time champion of the world.
Hello and welcome all to the Tier 1 Season 6 BMRL Championship. Today we are travelling to the Maple Leaf country of Canada, where in a few minutes time we will be underway. We are off to the Circuit Villeneuve. It's the 4.3 kilometre, 2.7 mile circuit located on the famous Notre Dame Island. Its debut Grand Prix was all the way back in 1978. 14 corners, 2 DRS zones, known for its fast sweeping turns. Expect to see most overtakes on the entry to turns 1 and 10, with opportunities flourishing along the back straight. Last season, we've seen Dylan, Doc Jr. take home P1, followed closely by Bratty Terror. They'll both be looking to be on the podium today. I am excited to see what happens this time round. Now, it's time for the drivers and constructors standings. It's round 9. In first, for a comfortable lead over his teammate, we have Doc Jr. He's first in the Drivers' Championship, and his teammate has a record-breaking pole of 11. A record-breaking team looking to close out both the championships early in this season. Newcomer Ella sits in third, followed closely by her teammate House with a margin of only 2 points. I predict that we're going to see Doc Jr. take it home today, with Bratty Terror in second, and either Ella or House in third. They have been on fire. So without further ado, let's get into qualifying 1 of the Canada Grand Prix here at BMRL. And we are on track now. So far, Neox managing to put down a 1 minute 10.3, followed by Y200, only 200ths of a second back. Fraser sits in third, less than a thousandth of a second between them. In Matty 1 of 2, managing to bring us to fourth, with Heth in fifth, with only 2 tenths between them. My maths is awful, folks. Moore Island in second, Kudaves putting down a 1 minute 11 in seventh, followed by Ella and Yasunito. JP Hughes is in 10th. We have Jake Laser currently on his outlap. The rest are in the pits. They're all coming in now. They've set their first laps. Elite is still in the pits. They're all in the pits. They've all set their first lap, apart from Elite, Doc Jr., House, Jake on his outlap now, just starting his first lap. Did he mess up that turn? I think I might have missed that. We'll see. He looks to be sending it. Oh, that looked very close to invalidating his lap there. I think he has. Yep, he validated there. He slowed right down. So far, Dragonfire has gone up to P1 with a 1 minute 9.8. Absolutely flying past Neox's time. About 5 tenths between first and second already. Will we see someone else on pole today? Hef is on his outlap. Will he be looking to? He's going to be looking to improve on his time here. I think this track is going to be very tough to overtake on. The most overtakes are going to be on this straight here. So it's going to be a case of who's got the faster car, who's better around the corners. It's such a hard track for grip. After racing it myself earlier today, I think the strategy will become maybe a medium to hards. I think the softs are a good compound tyre, but there's lots of marbling on this track. I don't think it's going to be the best when it comes down to it. Looks like we're seeing Ella and... oh no, Ella and... who was the McLaren? I think it was Kudaves coming out, or was teammate Elite? It was Elite. They must be coming out for their second lap now, trying to improve on their laps before. Nothing really changing. Jake Laser set a time. Oh, he hasn't set a time yet. I don't think he's still out. He is still out. I think he's on his out lap. Oh no. He's on his hot lap, sorry. Is that an invalidation? Did he manage to keep it? We'll find out. He's sending it. I think he got it. What will he get? He goes up to 12th. That's quite surprising from Jake there. I really expected better. Looks like they're all coming out for their out laps now. I think Elite and Dark are going to be trying to set a time here. Right, so they're both starting their laps now. Hopefully they don't impede each other because they're quite close. I've got a feeling we might see some impeding in this quali because it's such a tight track and looks like he's warming up his tyres there. Elite taking it nice and clean. Dark following the same line. Don't impede him. There we go. Beautiful. Well, I'm wondering where Dark is going to come up here because Dark has the pace and he slows right down. Oh, I wonder what's happened there. Maybe he messed up and destroyed bin the lap off, reserve his DRS. Let's see what Elite side gets here. Nice and clean to the final chicane. I think I'm going to say put 5. P2 with a 1:10.1. Still nowhere near Dragon's rapid time of a 1:09.8. Incredible. Now, did Dark stay out? He is going to go for another lap. He has to set a time now. Now let's see. No one is improving, but Marijuana 2, as I say that, goes up into P8. Or it might be in Y200 that went up, I'm not sure. I've seen the tables move. Right, Dylan. Dark Jr., can he set a time? I hope he can. I predict he's going to be up there with Dragon. The only one that can do it. He does it! I called it out as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. Thrashing his time there. Bratty setting a 1:09 as well. Well, my predictions stand so far. Dark Jr. and Bratty so far are on provisionals pole 1 and P3. If they can keep this pace up in the race, then my predictions stand. Dog Jr. setting a mental time there. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe my eyes. These tier 1 lot are crazy. Will Hef be able to improve on his time this lap? Hef's had an alright season. He's currently P4 on in the championship. But his teammate Ella, there's only a gap of 2 points. So all he has to do this race to get ahead of Ella and take P3 in the drivers is just stay ahead of Ella. But Ella so far has the pace advantage over Hef. Oh no, House. I don't know what I'm saying. All these names are so similar. Jake Glazer is desperately looking to improve on his lap here. He is so far P16. He needs to pull something out if he wants any chance of finishing with a high position this race. And the way he goes on his lap. That's for the House. As he comes down the final straight. Will he be able to get any higher than P15? I know he has the pace, he can do it. But this is all going to come down to the wire. I mean, from P4 to P15, they're all about the same time. I don't think he improved. They're all on the 1 minute 10s. So it is just a matter of tenths of seconds that are keeping these guys apart. One good lap puts anybody anywhere. They are so close to each other. Ella goes up to P7. House really needs to improve on his time if he wants any chance here of keeping up with Ella this race. Ella may be looking to extend her gap on her teammate. Mighty 102 and Y200 drop it down from P7 and P8 down to P11 and 12. Yasunito not really having a good qualifying here. He's all the way down in P13. He's got to put a lot of work in the race if he wants to get in the points. Because we know that Maddie 102 has pace. Y200 has the pace. And, I mean, Hef so far, he did him... I don't know, I know that Hef can do better. Jake Glazer still not able to improve. That is heartbreaking for Jake there. Only 3 minutes left of the session. I think we'll see Jake go for another one. But he has to get this next lap perfect. If he messes up, he will be stuck in P16. Ella on her... Oh, this is Yasunito on his outlap, sorry. I don't know how I'm reading these. He needs to improve. Neox. Can Neox string together a lap here? Let's see what he's got in his bag for us. He goes into P4 with a 1 minute 10.018. Nearly in the 1.9s there, but it should be enough. We know Elite can get together a lap. Will he be able to? He is coming out on his outlap. Fraser sitting in second on the drivers' constructors. He is in P6 so far. I know that he can improve, but he does have the race pace and the race knowledge to be able to pull together an absolute mental of a race. Looks like everyone's starting to come out of the pits now for their final lap. We've got a yellow flag, and what sector? Let's set the map on. All the way in sector 1, I think it is. Who is it? It's the Red Bull. Oh, it's the Williams. It's Brassy Terror. I wonder what happened there. I don't see any damage on his car. He may have just slowed down for the faster runners. I think he did. I'm not too certain. Now we're going to see. Hopefully we're going to see Elite send it this lap. He will be looking to try and maybe take a pole or a podium start. Or Bradley Terror. 1 minute 9.8. Elite has to improve a lot this lap. So far, so good. Who's this? Fraser on his outlap. Is he... Maybe he's give up. Has he got the time to put it together another lap? Don't think he does. Here we go then. Elite flying down the course here. He will be coming onto the back straight now. I wonder what his time is looking like at the moment. Currently, if I just look at the timings for you. Let's have a look. Where is he? Elite. So he's 8/10 down on Dark Jr. What can he do here? He did it. I knew he could. The 1 minute 9.7. That pushes Dragon down into P3. Bratty Terror knocked off the podium. He will be finishing P4. Neox P5. Less Bratty Terror. He could pull together an absolute feat of a lap here. He has to go faster than Dragon if he wants a position on the front starting 3. What will he do? And he cannot improve. That is sad for Bratty Terror. Fraser, can he improve on his time as he comes down the back straight? He will be looking to get a little bit higher. He's not in a bad position, but it's just a matter of how the race pans out here. Oh, he's in the pits. He don't want to improve. I think that is it. So, the starting grid. Dark Jr. in P1. Elite in P2. Dragon in Fire in P3. Bratty Terror unfortunately knocked out of the starting 3. Neox will take P5, followed by Crudaverse in P6. Fraser in P7, followed by Ella in P8. In P9, Moore Island. Not a great race for him last week, but he will be looking to come back fighting this week. So there we have it. The starting grid. Where we're up to. We're up to Moore Island in P9. Heth locking out the front 10. Y200 in 11th, followed by Matty 1 of 2 in 12th. Jake Laser not having the best start. He is in P13. Yasunito in P14. JP Hughes takes 15th. And in last place is House. Not the best qualifying from him that we've seen. Ella has the advantage going into the race. Can she build on her gap to her teammate? We will see. But what a crazy time from Dark Jr. A 1 minute to 9.2. It is insane. And away we go. The drivers will be ready now. I am excited for what is laying ahead for us here. It is going to be a crazy race here in Montreal. I cannot believe Dark Jr.'s time. It was incredible. A 1 minute 9.2. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I think they should start on the mediums and go on to the hards or softs. But, you know, with safety cars, it could be a risk to start on the softs and pray for a safety car mid-race. This race could come down to just strategy, but anything can happen, as I know myself. These races can go from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. Here we are. And it is lights out and away we go. Dylan off to a great start, followed by Elite Scythe, who is looking to go down his outside. Dylan takes the inside line. He manages to get in front of Elite Scythe. Dragon just behind him, followed by Crudaverse. Bratty Terror dropping down a place. Neox fighting with the Bratty Terror. Bratty Terror lose the place. He manages to stick to the inside. Beautiful driving from Bratty. Stays ahead, holding off P5. Ella in P7, followed by Heth and Fraser battling away. Fraser drops down to 9th. Moore Island drops down to 10th. It looks like White 100 going down the inside there of Moore Island. Can he hold it? Can he stick it? He makes it stick, but it's contact, and Moore Island goes off the track. Here we go. Ella around the outside of Heth. Will she get it? She makes it stick. She makes it work. Doc Jr. managing to pull 1 second away from Dragon in Fire. Kudaves following just behind his teammate, P4. Brassiterra not happy with that start, will be trying to push now into P5. Neox in P6. P7 is Heth. Into 8th we have Ella. 9th is Fraser. Moore Island dropping all the way down to P12. Sorry, I skipped a few, I've just noticed that. White 100 in 10th. Maddie 2 making up a few places there. Moore Island will not be happy with that start. He will be looking to maybe capitalise on the drivers ahead. Wait for DRS and make his move. Jake Laser coming up a few places as well in P13. Yasunito in P14. JP Hughes in P15. And House not making up any places in the first lap. Dylan is still staying ahead. And as we start to see, the cars are going to be starting to create a gap from each other now. As we can see with Elite and his teammate. Just managing to pull away a little bit. Not too much. Brassiterra needs to stay behind Elite just for the DRS when it comes at the end of this lap. If he gets to that DRS zone, he's going to find it harder and harder to stick with the McLaren ahead. And not much action now, but we do see White 100 getting very close to Fraser as his teammate goes off into the distance into P1. If he has any hope of staying with his teammate, he needs to good finish this race. It does look like White 100 is getting awfully close there to Fraser. We'll be looking to make a move. Starting on the hards, will be less grip there. We will not see as much attacking out of the corners. But it does look like they are very, very close. I wonder on that DRS straight if he is going to make up some time on him. Because I don't think that Fraser has the DRS of Ella to stay ahead of White 100 without using any battery. I think if he wants to stay ahead, he's going to have to burn his battery, and I don't think that battery recovery here is that efficient. He is awfully close going into the hairpin. He doesn't want to make the move here. Surely not. Surely not. Wait for the DRS. But he does go for it. Brave move. Can he stick it just behind him? He'll get the DRS. He opens them flaps. He goes around the outside. Can he make it stick? But just ahead, I think Heth made a move on Ella. White 100 does get the move on Fraser, which is a much better opportunity there. I don't think he should have gone for the overtake around the hairpin there. Heth makes up another place on Neox, going into turn 1 and 2. Brassiterra not being able to capitalise on that back straight there. He does sit comfortably in 5th. He is followed by Heth, who is on a rampage. He is looking to make up a ton of time here. And now we see it. The cars are starting to fall back from each other now. They're starting to separate. Ella, a gap of 1.2 seconds to Neox. I wonder if she made a mistake into one of the turns. White 100 picking up a penalty. If we just look at penalties for a sec. Penalties. So, all 3 seconds, we have Matty 102, White 100, and JP Hughes picking up penalties. Interesting enough, Dark and Kudabase both started on the soft compound tyres. It will mean they're faster at the start, but I do wonder how the softs are going to pan out long term here. We see majority of the pack going between the softs and the mediums. White 100 and Fraser and Yasunito feeling brave with the hards, maybe trying to do an overcut. But so far, the gap's the leader. Let's see. Kudavase falling back 2 seconds. He's out of the DRS zone. just behind him, only 5/10 between them, is Dragon and Fire. And it's all pretty close up until we get to about P8, where it's a 6, 9, 10, 11 and 13 second gap here. So, Kudavase up 4. Elite Scythe dropped down 3 places. Bractiterra has made a move on Elite Scythe and has be able to bring himself back up to the starting position. Heth up 4 places. What a start from Heth. Neox drops down 2. White 100 is up 2. Ella just staying where she is, not feeling like she needs to make a move right now. Moore Island has dropped down 1 place. He has made up a couple of places since that incident at the start of the race. Fraser has dropped down 4th. He will not be happy with that. But something's happened with Moore Island. What's going on? He's dropped right down to the back of the leaderboard. Has he crashed? He spun out. No! That is heartbreak for Moore Island. He is not happy with that start. He will be furious. I don't see any damage on his car, so it will be a case of just trying to claw back here. That is so unfortunate. I'm heartbroken for him. But we see, House looking to make a move on JP Hughes here. Moore Island will not be happy with that. I think he spun. I didn't manage to catch it, unfortunately. JP Hughes has been overtaken by House. House managing to hold it off. He went defensive there. Very nice overtake from House. He is on a rampage. He wants to make a move here, because if he finishes anywhere near where he is now and Ella manages to stay where she is, the gap in the championship is going to build. We see the back lot though. House up 2. Yasunito's gone up 1. Oh, that will be because of Moore Island's spin there. He's going awfully slow. I think he may have damage, but I can't see anything at the moment. We'll see now. If he goes into the pits, we know he's got damage, or maybe a tyre change. Just not feeling like the tyres are doing well. He is going into the pits. What will it be? I don't know if he had tyre damage here. It'd be interesting to see if, wing damage, not tyre damage. He is changing some from us to the medium tyre. A new wing is fitted. He did take damage. No wonder he went a little bit slower around them corners. Wing damage here is so crucial to not get because they're such fast turns. Why do you want to drop down 4 places? I wonder what happened to him. Maybe a spin, I think. Fraser is just not happy with that start. He is down 3 places. Bractiterra here. He needs to catch up realistically to Dragon and Fire if he wants to stay within DRS. If he's using battery, that is no good. I can take a look at the batteries now for you, actually. Just real quickly, I'll pull it up. Bractiterra on 27% ERS. Heth is on 32. But surprisingly, Neox has managed to hold off, and he's on 75% ERS, along with Dark Jr., who is so rapid that he's managed to hold off his lead with basically 75% battery. It is incredible how he does it. Let's see if we can get up that. There we go. Perfect. So let's go to Dark Jr. 75% battery. Kudavase is only just staying with him, and he has no battery. He will be flashing now. Dragon and Fire knows that. Dragon and Fire has the battery and the DRS. I don't see him being able to fend off this lap, but he does. I think maybe Dragon and Fire is holding off, trying to conserve his DRS, waiting for just the perfect time to make the move. He might make the move here into turn 1, actually. He does. He goes for the move. Down the inside he goes. Pulls it off brilliantly. Takes the next inside line and forcing him, Kudavase, to take the outside line. Dragon and Fire up to P2. But as you can see, Dark Jr. is pulling away with little to no effort. Just no battery usage at all. And he's just still managed to build a gap of 2.3 seconds. I don't know how he does it. It is incredible. Now, thinking about it now, because of Krudervase and Dragon and Fire fighting away, Bratty Terror is able to close the gap and get close enough for DRS, close enough to make a move as we go towards the back straight now. Now let's see, can Bratty Terror make a move on Krudervase, or is he going to sit back and just wait for an ideal opportunity? Maybe just conserve his tyres for now. He is on the medium tyre, and Krudervase, I think, is on the softs. So it could be a wise move for Bratty Terror to just sit behind Krudervase and Dragon and Fire and just wait for them to pit. I think that, oh, Dragon and Fire's on the mediums, so it will be a case of Dark and Krudervase pitting first, which will bring, if the positions don't change, Dragon and Fire and Bratty up to P1 and 2, which could be interesting to see how it pans out, because they will have to pit later. It depends. Oh, we have JP Hughes, Yasunito, and Y200 all pitting on the hards for the mediums. Well, it depends. Are they pitting for the mediums? They've just come out of the pits. Oh, we have a safety car. What happened? I was too busy looking at the guys that are pitting. Who's gone off? I can't see. Who's gone off? I cannot find out who's gone off. I cannot work this out. I have no idea. Was it Matty 1 or 2? He has gained another penalty. Could it have been him? No, we have a safety car. Nobody's out of the race that I can see yet. I do wonder what's gone on here. Everyone's coming into the pits now. I hadn't even noticed the safety car there. I had no idea what's happened. I must have missed it. No one's out. Did Moran have another spin? Tires. I think he did. I'm not sure. No one's out anyway, which is what we like to see that. Bratty Terror did decide to stay out. Mr. Okinawa himself. Oh no, he has pitted. I am being a silly Billy today. Let's put it that way, folks. So Doc Jr., everyone's going to be closing up to him. He did build a gap. However, the gap has closed now with the safety car. Some of the positions have changed because of the safety car and people pitting. So far, the top 6, 7, top 8, sorry, have all stayed in position. Matty 1 of 2 and Jake Laser, also teammates in the tier 2. Funny enough, are together. That penalty will come in for Matty 1 of 2. He needs to push hard if he doesn't want that penalty to affect him too rough. I am very, very cautious to what happened here. I'm not too certain. I didn't see any damage on the track, and everybody is still in the race that started. So I am curious to see what happened there. I'll have to rewatch that after the race. The Dark absolutely flying so far. He needs a good restart here. I mean, he doesn't. It's Doc Jr. we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. He's rapid around every circuit, constantly. He's just a consistent, well-rounded driver whose driving style seems to be perfect around every track he's raced on. Krudervase has a penalty there. I think that was track limit. It's 5 seconds, so it could be speeding in the pit lane. He did not want that. That could affect his finishing positions. Well, it will affect his positions today. But whether it's going to be an issue. Because in P3 now, if he doesn't build a gap on the drivers behind, he will not get the podium he's looking for today. Nothing much changing here on the safety car. Moran, this is looking a little better for him now. That safety car has really helped him catch back up with the pack. He'll be able to push a little bit harder. He's on the hards, so I think he's going to the end of the race on this compound tyre. But I found the hards were really, really tough on grip around this circuit. I don't know how they're going to pan out pace-wise. If he's looking to just hold out for the people that are on the mediums, then he could do something. But pace-wise, I don't know if he's going to be able to really attack as much on these hard compound tyres. Let's have a look what the tyres the people ahead are. Now, a lot of them have pitted for the mediums, which is great, because they will have to pit again, more than likely. The marbling on the track is pretty rough, and they will scrub their tyres a lot in these fast turns. See them weaving there, keeping their tyres warm. Base is up 3. Heth has managed to go up 4. Elite Scythe down 5 will not be happening, and the safety car will be in this lap. We are ready to go racing once again, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Jr. really slowing down the pack there. He knows if he starts early here, especially on the straight, it is such a difficult restart for the leader here because of the way that the track is. And into this straight, we're going to the chicane. I don't know whether he's going to accelerate before or after the chicane. I think the best bet is to accelerate before, catch them off guard. And he is. And it's, here we go again. Dragon and Fire, did he get a good start? He didn't get the best start to catch up to Dark. Dark just got the better start on him there. Vase, really close now to Dragon and Fire. Bratty Terror falling a little bit back, but he will be looking to make up that place now. The perfect opportunity to do so. Moran has gone up. We like to see it. Up 2 places in the first few turns. We love to see it. Both the Ferraris dropping into P16 and P15. Looking up the pack here, Elite Scythe, not as close as I thought he was to Ella. Oh, Heth, sorry, in front. Ella just behind him here. She'll be on the attack. But just behind her, Matty 1 of 2. He is pushing hard. He is getting close. Jake Laser falling behind there. Fraser just behind him. We've seen a lock up there from Jake Laser. That will impact his run on the straight here. Now, can Ella make a move? Can anybody make a move? It is looking like... I missed it. I am so sorry. Oh my lord. I think it was the AlphaTauri there of Dragon and Fire coming around the outside, taking a look for the overtake on Vase, but he just couldn't find the pace to send it into that chicane. Bratty Terror closing in on the 2 in front. Neox in 5th. Dropping back off Bratty Terror, maybe conserving tyres, or maybe he's made a mistake here. Elite Scythe, he needs to push now. He's down 5 places from his starting position. He will not be happy so far, but there's plenty of laps left to make a change here. But Matty 1 of 2 is barreling behind Ella. He will be able to make a move, hopefully, on the back straight or into the entrance of the hairpin here. I don't think it's close enough, though. He's not going to go for it just now. But Ella locks up. That creates an opportunity there for Matt. We have a safety car. Who's gone off this time? I think it is. Who was it? I have no... Who's gone off? How am I missing the drama every time? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what's occurring here. No one's out again, but we have another safety car. I am baffled and confused. I don't see debris on the track. So this race is baffling me today, ladies and gentlemen. 2 safety cars. No one's DNF. Oh, we have the Ferrari coming to a stop. Go back down the pack. Why didn't he DNF? Well, I didn't see him crash. And I went back on him and he wasn't crashed. So maybe he's had contact with somebody along the lines, lost his front wing, and given up. But we are not at the halfway mark. And I don't think he crashed out. So the stewards might be looking to penalise him for that. As the rules state, a driver can only retire in the pits after 50% of the race distance. Oh, time will tell. I'll have to watch the replay on that, ladies and gentlemen. But I am baffled and confused. 2 safety cars. I don't think we've had any actual DNFs other than the fact that he's retired from the session. I did go on him and I did not see him crash. This is interesting. But we're seeing them all, some of them pit now. Let's look at the tyre strategies. We're going to see a lot of them stay on the mediums. Don't think it's worth pitting just now. Dragon and Fire decided to take his pit now, because I don't think he pitted before. He has now pitted onto the medium compound tyre. Brachyterra, who did pit, is now on the mediums in P2. Could be a good strategy call here from Brachyterra, as he's now gained 2 positions from it. And this safety car is just creating some crazy things here. Massey 1 and 2 and Jake later, who were all the way back in, I think it was P11 and 12, have managed to come back up into the top 10. Fraser has moved up a couple places, just, I don't know, I'm not too certain. I think he's stayed equal to where he was. You can actually look now. He's down 2, yep, so he was down 4 before, so, yeah, that's right. What a weird start to the race. 2 safety cars, no big crashes. I wonder what they were for. I'm honestly baffled. At least give me some actual drama I can follow. I know it's my first time, but come on, guys. I think Brachyterra, if he wants a chance of dark, he has to get a good restart here. Safety car in this lap? I don't know. I just backed off from the safety car. I was a bit worried there. It was occurring. Oh wait, they are back underway. I'm an idiot. And we're back anyway. Dark and Brachyterra. Brachyterra getting a good exit out of that corner, but Dark is just pulling away already. Brachyterra staying out of the DRS area of Neox. He is pulling away as well with a gap. Oh wait, no, that's the gap to the leader. I'm an idiot. Right, the gap to Brachyterra is only half a second. False alarm, folks. Everyone's still quite close together. Moran dropping down over 1.7 seconds on Dragon and Fire. Did his teammate make contact with him? As JP Hughes gets another penalty there. I think he's up to 6, 9 seconds. Have a look at penalties. 6 seconds he's on. That's not good, especially because it's so far back. If I mean, so the way it's going now, if he finishes where he is, he'll drop down to last place. Yasunito and Moran just not having a good race, and we know Moran has the pace. We know he can put together a good race when he puts his head down, so I hope he does it, and he does it well. No position changes as we speak. Bratty Terror staying with Dark Jr. If he can stay with him now, he'll have the DRS for the next lap, which will be an incredible advantage here for Bratty Terror, as he'll be able to push and push, maybe conserve battery and still manage to stay with Dark and make a last minute push. Another lock up there from Bratty Terror, which will not help him if he's trying to get closer to Dark, but he is. Dark isn't using any battery, and so far they're even in battery, so it's no one's got the advantage over the ERS. There we go, DRS is enabled. Now can he stick with him till the back straight where he'll get DRS again? I wonder. Everyone's quite close together, so we're going to see. But Doc Jr. picks up a 3-second time penalty. That could be crucial to the finish of this race. If he stays ahead any less than 3 seconds, he will not take first place home today. And if Bratty Terror can defend off Neox and stay within Dark Jr., he will come in P1 and take home the victory today. This is exhilarating. It's all changed from just a 3-second penalty. Who knew? There's penalties on the board here. We knew it was coming. It's such a hard track to stay within the lines. And there we go. Bratty Terror on the attack, making a move on Dark Jr. Dark Jr. is not going to fight him off. He knows it's useless. And that is very good for Bratty Terror. As long as he can hold him back, or hold him back long enough so that he can overtake him and still not get 3 seconds ahead, then Bratty Terror is so far looking like he might be the winner of the Canada Grand Prix. But let's not speak too early, because you know the commentator's curse can be real sometimes. Fantastic from Bratty. I knew he'd be P2. Never did I think he'd get on P1. Dark has just been so fast recently. I never thought that this would happen. Not in a million years. That penalty has changed it all. And Heth gets past Neox. He has come up quite a few places. I think he started back in P7, I think. Ella got up a couple places. Neox is down. Yeah, he's down a place. That's not good for him, I guess. Matthew 1 or 2 with that 6-second penalty. That is going to affect him, because so far it's looking like maybe P11, P12 he finishes. But Jake Laser has dropped down to P12. I wonder what happened with him, because he was all the way behind his teammate. He mustn't be having a good race. I know he did race another race before. Looks like who's in the pits there? House in the pits. How old are his current tyres? His current tyres were 10 laps, 11 laps old. So it's probably smart to pit now. This will be his last pit stop if he doesn't get any damage. Just behind him is Jake Laser. He also pitted. Full the mediums. I knew the hards wouldn't last that long. They're just not that good around here, in my opinion anyway. Let's go back to the front. I need to see how this pans out, actually. Looks like Crudaves is very close to Fraser. Now, Crudaves pitted quite early. He was in P3, but he has dropped right back down here. Yasunito picking up a 3-second time penalty. Could be beneficial to House and Jake Laser here. It won't be points for them if they can't improve, but if you ain't first, you're last. So, Crudaves making a move on Fraser. Does he pull it off? He does. He cuts it fine towards the chicane, but he makes it work. And he is ahead of Fraser. Brilliant move there from Kudavase. As now we see Elite, Neox. They're all close. They're all close to Dark Jr. and Bratty Terror. But Bratty Terror is managing to stay ahead. I think that Dark Jr. knows there isn't much point of fighting off Bratty Terror because of that penalty. But he does want to try and pull away from Heth, so he might have to do something here with Bratty. If he stays behind Bratty Terror could slow him down, and then Dark Jr. could lose more than 2-3 places here. Kudavase picking up a penalty. Oh no, that is not going to be good. He just got such a nice overtake on Fraser as well. That is going to be a problem. Morand is... Oh, he's made a mistake again. Drops down to P13. This is not being Kudavase's week. He is... not Kudavase. Bratty Terror, sorry. Heth picks up a 3 second. That is very good for Dylan, as Heth and Elite both have 3-second penalties. As long as he stays ahead, he could be in at least P5 here today, depending on how much of a gap he can pull. We know he's got the pace. We know he's got the speed. I mean, it's the same thing, I know. But we know he's got the racecraft to gain the time. I'm wondering what his plan is with Bratty here, because he's close enough to make a move. He's had the opportunities, but he is not making the move today. I'm wondering if he's just trying to maybe slipstream Bratty Terror to try and pull away from Heth and Elite. But it is close. It is working though, because Heth has dropped that down to 7/10 between them. Elite Cypher has dropped as well. Neox might look to make a move here on Elite Cypher. I don't think Elite Cypher has DRS. Does he have DRS? He doesn't. This is good for Neox. I don't think he's close enough to make the move. He's not. He's going to wait, probably for another try round. He might use DRS here to get just a little bit closer, so that when he comes back around, he has the perfect chance for an overtake. And we see here, side by side, Dragon and Fire, Matty 1 of 2. Dragon Fire takes the inside line, and he managed to make it stick. Matty 1 of 2 has to go. Who's gone off? What's gone on? It's JP Hughes. He's crashed into the wall. He's took front wing damage. Now the question is, does he want to continue with the race? Is he going to be a good sport and finish the race? But he has wing damage. By the time he pits and comes out, he is looking at a major disadvantage. There's no chance for him for the points today, I don't think. I mean, the gap to the points from last is around about 10 seconds. If he pits, that's about another 30-40 seconds deficit. So, I don't know if he'll persevere. I hope he does. But that is decent news. Maybe the only bit of good news for Moore Island today, as it means that he might not get last place. My apologies to Matt. I feel very, very sad for that. Now it is the virtual safety car, so it shouldn't be too long before we are back underway. And I think we are. The pack have sped up now. Bratara going for the pit. I don't think he wanted to make that work. That is unfortunate. I think he wanted to pit under the virtual safety car, but it just hasn't played out well. Oh, I think he has the pace. He has the pace. Now, if you look at the tyres and the rest of them, I can actually look at the tyre wear, if I just get a tyre wear for you right now. So, it looks as though he's gone to the softs. They are brand new softs, by the way. Dark Jr., his medium tyres on 32%, so they're past the drop-off point. Anyone that's on the mediums now, except from Moore Island and Jake Laser, are all going to be hitting their drop-off point. So, maybe Bratty Terror has thought about this in advance and thought that with the brand new fresh softs that will definitely go to the end of the race, he'll start hitting drop-off around about lap 33. He might have the grip and the pace to be able to bring it back from P7. It's not, the race is not necessarily over for Bretticelli here. He may have thought about this in advance. Ella in P4. And that is bad news for House, because Ella just got into P3. House now is going to really struggle, because Ella is now going to have a massive gap between him in the standings, because House so far is not earning any points in this race. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I need to cleanse my palate. My throat is dry. I will try and commentate the best I can while I drink. And Neox goes up to P8. Hef down to P9. I think Bretticelli has already moved up a place. I think he was in P7 when he came out of the pits. He is using, pardon me, he is using battery. He has lots of it as well. Fraser has a lot of battery as well. Crudivase will be flashing now. Ella has battery. Dragon and Fire is flashing it. Ella will know it. Ella will sense it. She's hungry. She is a predator. She is closing in on Dragon and Fire. Maybe she'll make a move down into turn 1 as we see her. DRS open. Battery is not being used. That is shocking. I'm surprised there. I thought she might have made the move there. She might be holding back for the big long back straight this lap. Bretticelli setting a 1 minute 11. I told you we'd have the pace. He's back up to P5, ladies and gentlemen. Only 12 seconds between them, but their tyres are dropping off. And this is getting intense because it's coming down to the wire. Because I think that Bretticelli here might just be able to take them softs into the race before the drop-off point hits at round about lap 33. He needs to make use of his grip right now, because at the moment, if he does not get any further up, then when that drop-off point hits, he is going to be in a whirlwind of trouble. Looking ahead, Dark comfortably sitting 4 seconds ahead of Dragon and Fire, sorry. And here we go. Will Ella make the move this time round? DRS comes in 10 meters. She's hit it. She is close. Once again, I don't see any ERS usage. She must be preserving, just waiting to the last minute to overtake him. But she might go again. I don't know yet. She doesn't activate DRS, which is quite... Oh, she does. I am blind. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Bretticelli, though, is closing on Crudivase. Let's have a look at the gaps now. The gap to Crudivase, only 1.4 seconds. He is rapid right now. Matthew 102 picking up another penalty. We have a caution all the way in Sector 1. I think somebody just had a bit of a spin. I don't think nothing serious happened. We like to see it. And here we go. Bretticelli is now within the range of Elite Scythe. Crudivase, I'm stupid. In the range of Crudivase. He's hungry. Will he send it down the hairpin? He's looking for it. Things gonna hold back. Smart move that. Wait, he goes around the inside. McLaren goes wide. Bretticelli goes down the inside. He might even get the DRS here. He does, which means that there's no chance of an attack back from Crudivase. He doesn't have the grip to attack either, really. So I think Bretticelli, now back on the podium, we're looking, setting his sights for Ella, who is on, I think she's on the medium tyre right now. She's on the hards, so she already doesn't have the grip. If we just look at the stats, let me just look at the Ella, what Ella's on. She is on, if I can find it, the hards. It doesn't tell me. That is just lovely. I can't see what percentage of her tyres are at the moment, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's fine. We'll see how old her tyres are, actually. She's on 19 lap old hard, so her tyres are definitely dropping off. We have a safety car. Who's gone off? What's happened? It's JP Hughes. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Moore Island in the wall. Oh, that spells heartbreak for Moore Island. I just know the feeling that he's feeling right now. He will not be happy. He'll be gutted. I cannot believe that happened. Why am I missing all the drama today? That is unfortunate for Moorland. He has not had a good race or quali today. Actually, he had a good quali. He just could not hold it together in the race, and that is so sad. As we see Crudaface coming into the pits on lap 30. It's Dark Jr. also in the pits. This is good for Bratty. Oh my god, I forgot it was a safety car. I do apologise. I'm actually a moron. Well, anyway, Bratty Terror, this is also good for him because his tyres are only 5 laps old. They're not hitting the drop-off point yet. Now the safety car is out, he can preserve his tyres until the restart and hopefully bring it home for a P1. Now don't forget that Dark Jr. also has a penalty of 3 seconds. So not only in 4 laps time does Dark have to get ahead of Bratty Terror, he'll also have to get 3 seconds ahead unless the penalty was given mistakenly and he gets it written off by the stewards. This is quite comfortable for Bratty Terror as Matthew 1 of 2 is in 4th and Doc Jr. is in 2nd, and they both have penalties. The only real contender for Bratty Terror here is Neox. But as we know, Bratty Terror has had the pace around here. Now, the only difference is Dark Jr.'s tyres are brand new. Whether he can get them heated up or not, I reckon he can. He will be the only challenge for Bratty Terror. But once again, the penalty is going to come into play. And with 4 laps, I really don't think that Dark Jr. is going to be able to overtake and pull away from Bratty here. Ella must have pitted as well because she's on 0 lap old softs. So did Crudaface, so did Elite, so did Heth. Fraser and Jake Laser all have pitted. The results of this race are all going to come down to the final 3 laps. And I don't even think it's going to be 3 because I think they're not coming in this. Safety car will come in this lap or next. Everyone is caught up apart from JP Hughes, who will be holding up the pack, and this could be even better for Bratty Terror unless the safety car decides to restart because he is so far back. I wonder what could happen here. Look at the list of the penalties. Everyone's got a penalty. The only people that have kept it clean are Bratty Terror, Neox, Ella and House. 4 people out of 14 drivers have managed to keep it clean. And I genuinely think that keeping it clean here could win Bratty Terror the race. Matthew 1 of 2 with a 9-second gap is not going to be happy with that after this safety car now. Because that's going to mean he's going to drop places because nobody's getting... The chance of him getting 9 seconds ahead of a lot of his people behind him is quite low. So, provisional 4th, but he will not finish in 4th. I can tell you that. Sorry, Matty 1 of 2 if you're watching. I do love your lows. The safety car, is it coming in this lap? It is not coming in this lap, which means it's going to be 2 laps for Dark Jr. or Neox to make a move on Bratty Terror. Bratty Terror basically here has he has a escort to the race win if, and this is if, he can keep it clean and stay on track. He should be sitting quite comfortably. He doesn't need to push too hard. His tyres will be old now. They will be 7 laps old. So this after this lap, that's not hit the drop off. However, he's been on the safety car for 2 laps, so he might be able to keep going a little bit longer before the tyres actually drop off. If he's managed to preserve them well during the safety car, then he should be able to push on the restart and manage to stay ahead up until the finish line. Dark, I'm not sure what Dark's strategy here is because only 2 laps, he needs to get 3 seconds away from the cars behind. Dark might be looking at not even a podium finish here. Neox is the only one here that could finish on the podium. Mighty 102 won't. It's looking so far like Bratty Terror, Neox and Ella will take provisionals 1, 2 and 3. But anything can happen. It's the last 2 laps. I think the safety car is coming in. Bratty Terror has slowed the pack right down. He knows what he has to do to secure this win. Can he do it? He must be waiting until the last minute. I don't think he's going to go before the chicane. I think he's going to wait till after to preserve his tyres just that little bit longer. And he is. He's waiting till the last minute. Now he's away. Dark will be following, but he cannot overtake until the final, until the finishing line. He will not make a move here. And he won't. There will be no DRS for the rest of this session now. They all have battery. So it's going to be a battery finish. No DRS at all. It's going to be pure race pace. Elite Scythe goes up 1 over House. As House drops down into P7. Going down the inside. That is tight from House and Cuda Base. It's in contact, but he hits the wall. He manages to stay in. That is surely going to be a penalty there from Cuda Base. I cannot believe that I have just seen that. That was horrible. Bratty Terror, smart move. He lets Dark Jr. pass. He knows that if he stays with him, he will be fine. He has to go. My heart's in my mouth for him here. He has to stay ahead of Neox, but he has to stay within 3 seconds of Dark. I don't think Bratty Terror is staying away from Dark for long. He's been on fire all night. As we go on to the last lap of the Canada Grand Prix. So far, Dylan in first, provisional with that 3-second penalty. Bratty Terror in second, Neox in third, Ella in fourth. Might move up to third if Dark Jr. drops down. Matty 102 will drop down for that 9-second penalty. Elite Scythe in sixth. I can't even tell you what predict what the finishing positions are going to be. Everyone has a penalty. Everyone's got different gaps between each other. As long as Bratty Terror can stay within 3 seconds, he has made an error. He has dropped down to 1.2, but it won't matter as long as he can stay within 3 seconds of Dark Jr. here. He's making a few mistakes. Dark is getting away. My heart's in my mouth for Bratty Terror here. Can he take home the win? He was robbed last week by Dark. Will he be robbed this week? I don't think he will. 1 second in one straight. Unless he makes a fatal move now, it's all over. He's catching on Dylan. What will happen? It looks as though, can he hold it together? It will be Bratty Terror who takes home the Canada Grand Prix. And he's done it. Dylan sets the fastest lap of the race, but he will be dropping down. Unless he pulled away far enough from Ella, he's managed to hold off at least 2 finish in 1 lap. That is insane. Ella in third, Neox sets in fourth, Elite Scythe in fifth, and I will give you the rest of the standings when I know more myself. Driver of the day is Bratty Terror. Well deserved. Brilliant racing from Mr. Josh there. Absolutely fantastic race. Full of ups and downs. Some confusing safety cars from my perspective. But it finished with a final lap showdown between everybody. And no DRS to finish us out. Incredible. It's only a matter of time before I will get started with the interviews. Let's run it down then, shall we? Bratty Terror takes it home in first, followed by Dylan in second. Ella sits in third. That's our podium. In fourth, Neox. Followed by closely in fifth, Elite Scythe. Followed by Dragonfire, Heth, Fraser, House, Matty 102, Cruder Vase, JP Hughes, Jake Laser, Yasunito, and DNFing was Moore Island and YT100. That will be a shame. I cannot believe it.
We are mute. We are mute.
It's time for the interviews now, and we're joined here with Dark Jr. and Bratty Terror. Bratty Terror, what did you think of the race today?
Well, I'm certainly not complaining. It's been a while. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be back. So, yeah, I can't complain at all.
Nervous last laps?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I was cursing Matt as soon as I saw that safety car, but in the end, it actually might have helped me a little bit. But I was also kind of scared seeing the way that Doc was pulling on them fresh softs. So, in the end, it worked out well. So, it's all good.
Did you plan to pit for the softs towards the end of the race there? Was you confident that you could hold, you could claw back?
Yeah, well, the plan was to do a soft, medium, soft. And I just ended up on the mediums on the start, so I just had to live with it. And I was kind of scared because after the safety car, you know, for some of us on the mediums, we weren't pulling away as fast as I would have liked. But when I came in for the softs, I actually felt pretty good. They felt like night and day. I didn't realise it was that big of a difference between the softs and the mediums. And yeah, I could just, you know, push, you know, quality lap after quality lap, and I was making ground pretty quickly. And I think the VSC might have slightly helped, even though it came in by the time we were finished. But I think there are a few people behind that were a bit slower, so that helped slightly. But yeah, I can't get. It was intentional after lap 1.
It was a very confusing race. I noticed there was a couple of safety cars, but no one had DNF. Was there any debris on the track, or?
I think the Ferrari of Dylan had some pretty bad damage. I think Matt's safety car came out in the pits, which made it even more annoying for me. But I guess it worked out for me, so I can't be annoyed at him too much. Maybe I need to go thank him even.
Yeah, well, it was a brilliant race after that pit. I mean, you managed to crawl back from P7, and did you purposely fall off from Dark and let him pass you because you knew that the penalty would secure you the first place?
Well, the plan wasn't to let him through on the hairpin. My mentality going into it was if he wants to go past on lap 34, then he's more than welcome to. But he kind of went to the inside, so I was trying to go for a switchback or just make the best of it and get a good exit. But he kind of went deep, so I kind of half switched back to him, but it was kind of weird. But yeah, my plan was hold him back as long as I can, but don't fight like an idiot, because you got Neox and Ella behind who haven't got penalties.
It was a brilliant race. Jake, do you have any comments?
Yeah, congrats, Josh. Amazing race, amazing win. I don't remember when your last win was. You can maybe update the stream and let them know, but just an incredible effort to start on a different tire, utilize the safety cars to your benefit, and like you alluded to, the fact that the safety car stayed out at the end so long, I think, gave you that extra push. The only question I have is, we saw a lot of pace from you warming up, coming to this Grand Prix. What kind of went wrong, I want to say, in qualifying? I don't think we touched on that yet. I think I've seen a lot better from you. Just any thoughts there? With the track conditions come to play, what happened there?
Well, yeah, leading up to the race, I was pretty confident with myself with my quality pace. I could, consistently get into the 109.5s, and earlier on today I got a 109.1, which was certainly good for me. But I think it all kind of just stemmed from me having a really rough first lap, and then I was trying. I didn't push 100% on my second or third lap. Well, I did, but on my second lap, I should say, just because I wanted to have a decent lap in there. And then by the third lap, I just messed up sector 1, and that just kind of cost me for the entire lap. So it's not the qualifier I would have liked, but it was still P4, so it was all right.
Yeah, congratulations again. Back
Thank you very much.
Doug Jr., how did you find that race?
A bit frustrating, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it happens.
Did you were you happy that you could keep the podium finish at least? After the safety car restart, you only had 2 laps to keep ahead of everyone, more than 3 seconds. You're not happy with that finish?
No, you always want to win because I have a big enough gap that I don't really care about outscoring P2 in the championship. I just care about winning, and with how the race played out, it was a bit frustrating what went on.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen that you had the pace. I mean, you were absolutely flying away from everybody. I mean, even using no ERS, I mean, you were on 70% ERS and still pulling a fairly decent gap. Are you expecting to come back next week and show them how it's done?
Yeah, well, that's the plan. That's always the plan, But yeah, I don't know what to say really. Bit disappointing.
Yeah, tough race, but I guess since it's so disappointing, what track limits came into play for you? Was that because you were battling, or just a couple of lapses of judgment on some apexes?
No, it was just mistakes by myself. Yeah, I didn't think it would come into much effect because I pulled out gaps 3 times, but people want to cause safety cars, so it happens. It affected me at the end.
Definitely the safety car. Yeah, the safety car put you in a tough position. You tried to get away. It's a tough pill to swallow, but in the end of the day, you're still bringing home a trophy, even if it is not the golden color. It's a tough track, of course, to put it all together, but you are still at the top of the pack. Hopefully you can take a step back and appreciate the first 9 rounds that you've had here. You got just over 12 races left here, and a nice European stint coming up.
Yeah, I didn't feel these last 3 tracks really suited me, and the best, but we've got Austria and Britain, which suit me very well coming up, so I'm expecting 2 wins there, but we'll bounce back.
Perfect. Jake, any other comments or?
No, congratulations again to both of you. Also, a special congratulations to Ella, who came in and where did she qualify? Qualified 8th and was able to again strategize and work her way through the field. And so a great stint from her. Congrats to her for getting our 3rd position on the pole. So Yeah, Cam, want to wrap us up and get us excited for our next week race at Austria?
I shall. So next week we are at Austria. I look forward to seeing everybody practicing and racing. I want to see everyone's times. It was a good race today. Hope you enjoyed my commentary for the first time, possibly the last, we'll see. So thank you all for watching, and peace out, folks.